You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Let's kick off your 11 minutes of nonstop news, checking on your forecast.
Chesley, let's keep this string of sunshine going.
Yep, we don't have a choice. It's going to continue for today, folks. If you like it a little warm, we'll get there as we head into the afternoon. We got dry sky over us, but we're also tracking this area of low pressure that's off the coast that will spin back our way and will spread clouds, but that won't happen until we get to the end of the week. So enjoy it. Temperature starting off in the 50s and the 60s this morning, a little bit milder than where we have been. 73 degrees will be your temperature by noon today, on our way to 83 for an afternoon high. Warmest of the week. Enjoy it. A little bit cooler tomorrow and Friday as more clouds will start to move in. More on that coming up. Back to you guys.
We are following breaking news right now out of Noonan.
A shooting, a standoff, investigators working two different motel scenes, all unfolding in the last couple of hours. Molly Oak is in Coweta County. Molly, where does things stand at this point?
Deputies now have a man in custody after they say he was held up in a room here for more than an hour. However, things didn't start here. They actually started just down the road at a motel off Highway 29. Deputies say a man and woman were living there and had some kind of fight or argument. That ended with him pulling out a gun and shooting her. He then ran down the street here to the Red Carpet Inn. That's where deputies say he knocked on the door of someone he knew staying here. I spoke with that person earlier. She says she's that woman and says she let him inside not knowing what was going on. Deputies say he surrendered to SWAT earlier this morning. Meanwhile, they also filled us in that the woman who was shot is in critical condition in the hospital. Guys.
All right, Molly, thank you. Just into the 11 Alive newsroom, we just got the mugshot of rapper Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens. He was just booked into the Fulton County Jail sometime this morning on a RICO charge. He was one of 28 people named in the massive gang indictment tied to Young Slime Life. Right now, we are waiting to hear back to see if he will have his first court appearance this morning.
The Douglas County School District is working to reassure students and parents this morning that the campus is safe. There was a stabbing there. A student has since turned himself in. This happened at Alexander High School on Tuesday. Authorities say the suspect stabbed the other student during some kind of fight. We're told the other student was taken to the hospital, was alert at the time. The incident forced the school onto lockdown.
Day 3 for the trial of the man accused of killing a beauty queen and history teacher. Ryan Duke is on trial. It picks back up today. Already, this trial has showed new evidence that has never been released to the public about the murder of Tara Grinstead, including this payphone call, a call from a payphone in downtown Ocilla.
And that is the first call to the telephone on the 23rd, which would have been the Sunday morning at 9:26 a.m., and it is coming from the North Coast Pay.
This case is 16 years in the making, and prosecutors say Ryan Duke made that call right before he went to pick up Grinstead's body. The GBI says in February 2017, Duke confessed to making that call. The defense did not cross-examine any witnesses about the payphone call. You can watch all the latest developments in this trial on the 11 Alive YouTube page.
Thank you. This morning, a new group of students in DeKalb is giving us a look inside some bad school conditions and demanding accountability. Lakeside High School students say the school is just one of many that needs serious repairs, and they don't want to be overlooked. Take a look at this new video. Students recorded themselves walking through puddles in the classroom and locker rooms. They showed broken water fountains and really grimy bathrooms. Karis Belger is at Druid Hills High this morning. Karis, the movement of the students leading the charge for change really started there.
Yeah, good morning, and you may remember that video that was posted to YouTube by students just showing how bad the conditions were. Just take a look at it. You can see in this video some electrical hazards. There's mold on the walls, and there's even sewage by the food picnic areas. And despite multiple calls from at the state and local level, the DeKalb County School Board rejected yet another plan to modernize the school. Previously, the board voted to modernize all the schools, but then the state superintendent wrote a scathing letter saying he wouldn't approve plans until Druid Hills High School's problems were fixed. And now another video from DeKalb County students that you mentioned, this one from students at Lakeside High, shows similar problems. Just take a look.
Okay. If you open up the locker rooms, you might find something that you don't want to see.
Yeah.
You might see something, that's been curled up there.
There's like mold on top of the lockers. It's actually disgusting.
The students in this video say that there are problems across the district in multiple schools. They really want people to understand that there are a number of problems at multiple schools in DeKalb County. Back to you.
All right, Karis, those videos sure get our attention, but those schools aren't even the worst, not even close. 11 Alive went through DeKalb's school condition assessments, and based on their list, the schools that you just saw got high scores. Druid Hills got a score of 69, Lakeside 79. The three schools with the worst scores, Jolly Elementary at 47, Idlewood Elementary 48, Dunwoody Elementary Annex at Nancy Creek 49, all those scores out of 100. Based on the assessment, every school was ranked on a scale of good to replacement. Right now, more than half, 54% of DeKalb County schools are in poor or very poor condition.
It's National School Nurse Day, and advocates across the state have been working to make sure Georgia's school nurses feel supported. New numbers show their work is paying off. In August of 2020, only about 40% of public schools in the state had at least one full-time licensed nurse. Many left for higher paying nursing jobs, but throughout the pandemic, schools and parents saw just how vital it is to, have someone right there on the front line inside the school helping to keep those kids healthy.
Some of the conditions that we've seen, some of the medical complexities have been compounded, whether it's mental health or physical health or chronic conditions. And so the role of the school nurse now is more important than it's ever been in my mind.
And so things are improving. Right now, more than 1,700 Georgia public schools have a full-time nurse. Advocates say better support and pay is helping to keep those nurses on the job.
All right, that is good news. It is 6:55. Here's a look at what you need to know before you head out the door. President Biden is going to keep the spotlight on inflation today, how it's affecting everybody. Later today, he'll focus on what we're paying at the grocery store. Food prices have gone up nearly 30% since April. The president says we need to do more to support farmers as they produce more food domestically.
Today, Senate Democrats plan to bring forth a vote to pass federal legislation guaranteeing the right to an abortion. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is planning for the full Senate to vote in response to that leaked draft indicating the nation's highest court is set to overturn Roe v. Wade. The bill is not expected to pass, as it is not expected to get the necessary 60 votes.
The United States has scheduled an emergency United Nations Security Council meeting today. This is a reaction to North Korea's testing of a ballistic missile. They likely fired it from a submarine last week. North Korea has fired 15 missiles so far this year.
We're still a few weeks out from Memorial Day, but Governor Brian Kemp and First Lady Marty will honor military service members later this morning for Georgia's annual ceremony. It's happening at the state capitol at 10:30.
And May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This morning, we want to help highlight people breaking barriers on all levels. Meet Lo Van Pham. He's going to be the first Asian American to officiate an NFL game. He speaks out this morning in a live interview coming up on Today.
Got plans for this afternoon? Well, by noon, temperatures will be at 73 degrees. Quite comfortable out there with mostly sunny skies. We'll get warmer, though, as we head toward the 3 o'clock hour. Kids getting out of school, temperatures right around 83 degrees, at least close to it. Will be warmer than where we were yesterday, which is why I have that warmer up there. Still mostly sunny skies, even though we'll have a few high, thin clouds around, dropping down to around 80 degrees by 6 o'clock. Very pleasant evening as well. Enjoy it, because changes will be coming our way. A few more clouds moving in as we head into Thursday. By Friday, the rain chance will begin.
We need to thank a higher power for the sunrise.
Yeah, let's just watch the sunrise together.
Yeah, shout out the messenger, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I deliver.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
He delivered. Enjoy this beautiful day.